So for a 1-day run, picks up January 9th. Are y'all able to get over 3 per mile? Yeah, but I mean, a lot of it's short runs, so it's the rate per mile is kind of a false number. You can get $4 a mile and only do $300 a day. So I mean, I know somebody that just booked a load for $400 for 65 miles. So so I mean, it's the rate per mile is, you got to look at your rate per day. 221 to go to Washington. Let's see, 3,500, 581 a mile. There's that Kansas to Nebraska deal. I wonder if they need a lift gate. I wonder if that's part of the price increase. 212 a mile, 3,200 to go to Wells, Maine, out of Edgerton, basically Kansas City area. So let's remove this and bring in CDN. What's up, my friend? Good morning.
Good morning. My audio okay?
Yeah, you're a little bit louder than me, but that's fine.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure why. So happy New Year to you.
Here. Happy New Year. I was. Oh,
hang on one sec.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
There, I was reading your text last night, and I thought this would be a great topic to talk about this morning. Can you go ahead and talk about what you wanted to while I take care of this one matter real quick?
Sure.
All
Actually, the very first thing I want to remind everyone is when it comes to tracking, I know that's always a contentious issue with many carriers that, you get frustrated just saying, well, I'm providing care. I provided the tracking link to the broker, or the broker wants me to have the macro point or trucker tools or whatever feature as use this tracking. So when we get these tracking links, whether from the carrier or through a tool, one of the challenges to be aware of is they only tell us where a truck is currently located. The tracking themselves, whether it's MacroPoint, Trucker Tools, or the carrier's ELD link, does not tell us any weather delays, mechanical breakdowns, the driver's logbook hours, if they have to stop and do a reset, when they're stopping. And basically the summary is, no tracking link tells any broker or shipper or anyone the ETA to the destination, to the consignee. So keep that in mind. Even though you may have done everything that a broker's asked of you, and you're like, why is this broker calling all the time? It's because they don't know when your driver or you are going to arrive. So please keep that in mind in 2025. Up your communication standards with ETAs. Like yesterday, I had a load, and I'm asking for a ETA update. They just said current location, and then nothing. No further information was provided. So please keep that in mind, that just like, think of it this way: when anyone buys something from Amazon, the next morning you wake up, you log into Amazon and you check the shipment status. What are you looking for? One, because you just ordered yesterday, has Amazon shipped it out? Perfect. Once you see it says shipped, now your next thing is you're checking ETA. When is it going to deliver? What day? Is it going to deliver? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whatever day. But you're always checking that website. And if you have a FedEx package coming in for whatever it is, you're always checking that FedEx, and they have that bar across the top. It tells you, shipped, in transit, out for delivery, delivered. So everyone wants to know, when is my freight going to be delivered? That's what you have to do, is whatever technologies, even if the broker has you doing links and you're providing links, just know it doesn't tell us those. So it's winter, weather delays can happen, mechanical delays can happen. Please communicate the ETA for the deliveries. Okay. So that's one little thing there around communication. Before I give kind of my unscientific prediction of 2025 freight, what I want to encourage everyone is spend the time to know the freight you're hauling, where it fits in the supply chain for that customer. So if you're getting loads from the spot market or through a direct shipper. However you got the load, when you arrive at that facility, first off, identify, is this the company's head office? Is this a satellite warehouse, or is this a branch? Maybe the company has, 5 locations across 5 different states, right? So where does this fit? So have a piece of paper or a little notebook to start making notes, and then transfer this information into your TMS. But identify where, and I've talked about this last year and previous years, but I cannot emphasize this enough. Understand the supply chain of who you're hauling the freight for. If you don't, you're just moving your truck from point A to point B, and you're not getting yourself deeper into the supply chain of those parties. That's pure and simple. You need to understand, what is that facility? Where does it fit? Where am I taking the freight to? And who is that party? Am I taking raw commodities? Am I picking up raw commodities and taking it to a manufacturing facility? Am I taking finished goods and taking it to a distribution center? And how does that impact me? Because you say, well, what's the big deal? Why do I need to know about this? Because in 2025, Freightways put out an article, and I believe it's going to be the same. It's going to be a push by shippers, is multi-mode options of transportation to bring efficiency and bring costs down for freight for shippers. Okay, I'll repeat that again. Multi-mode options, where a carrier or broker or carrier can provide multi-modes of options to move freight between their distribution points within their supply chain to bring efficiencies, and most importantly, bring their freight costs down. The prediction in 2025 is that shippers are going to have to pay more for freight. Well, when shippers see that, they may endure it a little bit here or there to service their bigger, important customers, but they're not going to withstand that forever, because guess what? If they have to pay a whole bunch more for freight, what does that mean? Sorry, I'm just going to lower this down a little bit. If they have to pay a bunch of money for freight, they can sustain it maybe for a little bit or pass it on to their end customer. But ultimately, if they have to see high freight rates throughout the year for no other gain service other than just paying higher freight rate, guess what? They have to either, they're going to change their ways to find ways to get the freight rates down. And if their particular area cannot get the freight rates down, then they're going to be forced to increase their product prices, and which could ultimately affect maybe their customers will stop buying from them. So that high paying freight that we were charging the customers, they could potentially lose. And then all of a sudden, those loads that you were getting, you're like, hey, that was a great load. I was getting paid really well. And the customer couldn't sustain that price.
Hey, this is Snorelord. Thanks for watching this clip from one of my live feeds. If you don't mind, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and we try to go live, and we try to do some recorded videos. And hit the thumbs up, and it helps the algorithms. It helps the YouTube, Google gods. So thanks for watching.